Hello everyone, welcome to Silas Infotech. In this video, I am going to configure a router on a stick on the Cisco router. So before starting configuration, let me briefly explain what a router on a stick is. A router on a stick is a networking configuration where a single physical router interface is used to connect multiple virtual LANs or VLANs through a trunk link. Or in other words, router can take traffic from only one subnet and transfer it to another subnet via trunk port. So in this example, here you can see there are two switches, switch 1 and switch 2, and one router. Switch 1 is directly connected to router 1 and switch 2 respectively. So, and there are three VLANs, VLAN 22 and VLAN 33 and VLAN 99, and VLAN 99 is used for management purpose here. Here you can see in this lab the PC2 and PC3 are connected to VLAN 22 and PC1 and PC4 are connected to VLAN 33 respectively. And the router has three, in this example, router has three sub interfaces: Ethernet 2/0.22 for VLAN 22 and Ethernet 2/0.33 for VLAN 33 and Ethernet 2/0.99 for VLAN 99. And the devices in VLAN 22 would use 192.168.22.1 as their default gateway, as well as on devices in VLAN 33 would use 192.168.33.1 as their default gateway, and the VLAN 99 would use 192.168.99.1 as the default gateway, and VLAN 99 is only used for the management purpose. Before starting configurations, make sure to subscribe to my channels to keep getting helpful content and click the bell icon to be notified. So let's get start the configurations. So first of all, I am going to configure the IP address for PC2. So I am checking IP address here. So let's open the network adapter. Right click on network adapter and Internet Protocol version 4 and IP address 192.168.22.4, subnet max 255.255.255.0, default gateway 192.168.22.1, and click on OK. Similarly, let's configure the IP address for PC1. So let's open the command prompt and ipconfig. You can see here there is private IP address. Now open the network adapter. Right click, properties, Internet Protocol version 4, properties, and give the IP address. So I am going to give the IP address 192.168.22.1 33.4 255.255.255.0 and 192.168.33.1 as a default gateway, and close it and exit. So similarly, I am going to configure the IP address for PC3, and I am going to fast forward this video here. Okay, finally, so let's configure the switch 2. First of all, hostname is sw-2 or switch 2, and let's create the VLAN database. VLAN 22, name HR, exit. VLAN 33, name account, exit, and VLAN 99, name management or managed, and exit. So let's configure the IP address for the management VLAN. Interface VLAN 99, IP address 192.168.99.3 255.255.255.0 and no short or no shutdown. So I'm going to create or display the management VLAN information here. Manage VLAN 99, sorry. So manage VLAN 99. So let's configure the access port for PC2. Interface fast Ethernet 2/2 switch port more access, switch port access VLAN 22, no short, again exit, and let's configure the fast Ethernet 2/1 port as an access port for PC1. Interface fast Ethernet 2/1, or you can give the description. So I'm going to give the description here. access port, again switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 33 and no short. So I'm going to create the trunk port here, interface pass Ethernet 2/0. Interface pass Ethernet 2/0. Description trunk port or whatever you can give, and switch port mode trunk. Switch port trunk allowed VLAN 1 to 2, 1002 to 1005, 22, 33 respectively. But in modern switch, you do not need to allow VLAN 1 to 2 or 1002 to 1005. Switch port trunk allowed native VLAN 99 and no short or no shutdown, and exit. Now let's check the trunk interface. Do show interface trunk. So you can see here you can see fast Ethernet 2/0 mode on, encapsulations 802.1q, status trunking, and native VLAN 99, and allowed VLAN 1 to 2, 22, 33, and 1002 to 1005. Now let's check the IP management IP address here. VLAN 99, then IP address 192.168.99.3, and interface VLAN 1. I'm going to shut down the VLAN 1 here. Similarly, let's configure the switch 1. Enable conft or configure terminal. Again, I am going to create the VLAN database here. You can see here there is a native VLAN mismatch. On switch 2, the native VLAN is 99, and on switch 1, native VLAN is now VLAN 1. So we have to change the native VLAN here. Before that, let's create the VLAN database. VLAN 22, name account. VLAN 33, name HR or HR, and VLAN 99, name managed. Exit. Similarly, let's configure the IP address for manage VLAN 99. IP address 192.168.99.2.255.255.255.0 and no sort. And let's set the default gateway for the switch 1. IP default gateway 192.168.99.1. Similarly, let's configure the default gateway for the switch 2, or here you can see switch 2 IP default gateway 192.168.1 and exit or close this. Now I am going to configure the access port for PC4. Interface pass Ethernet 2/4. Switch port more access. Switch port access VLAN 33 and no sort. Exit. Similarly, I am going to configure the port for configure access port for PC3. Interface pass Ethernet 2/3. Switch port more access. Switch port access VLAN 22 and no sort. Exit. Now I am going to configure the trunk port here. First of all, I am going to configure the fast Ethernet 2/2 port here. Description: connect to switch 2. So switch port more trunk. Switch port trunk allowed VLAN 1 to 2, 1002 to 1005, 22 and 33 respectively. So switch port trunk native VLAN 99. And no sort. Again, let's configure the fast Ethernet 2/1 port. So interface fast Ethernet 2/1. Description: connect to router 1. So switch port more trunk. Switch port trunk allowed VLAN 1 to 2, 1002 to 1005, 22, 33 respectively. Again, switch port trunk switch port trunk native VLAN 99 and no sort. Here you can see trunk port, fast Ethernet 2/1 and fast Ethernet 2/2 mode on, and is encapsulation 802.1q and status trunking and native VLAN 99 and VLAN allowed it 1 to 2, 22, 33. Now finally let's configure the router here. So this is the main part of configurations. Hostname RT1. Now let's configure the Ethernet port 2/0. No short. You can see their port is set to up. Or you can give the description here. I'm going to give the description gateway for VLAN or gateway for network. VLAN network. Now let's create the subinterface for VLAN 22. Interface Ethernet port 2/0.22. Description gateway for VLAN 22. Encapsulation on queue 22. IP address 192.168.22.1 and 255.255.255.0 and no short. Again, let's create the sub interface for VLAN 33. Description gateway for VLAN 33. Encapsulation .1 q 33. IP address 192.168.33.1 255.255.255.0 and no short. And finally, let's create the sub interface for the management VLAN 99. Interface Ethernet port 2/0.99. Description gateway for VLAN 99. Encapsulation .1q 99. IP address 192.168.99.1 and 255.255.255.0 as a subnet mask and no shutdown. And let's check the IP address here. Do show IP interface brief. Here you can see IP address for VLAN 22, IP address for VLAN 33, and IP address for VLAN 99. And status up, up, up. So let's check the ping from the PC2 to its default gateway 192.168.22.1. Yes, you can see here for the same segment pinging. So you can see here for different VLANs ping here. So I'm going to test the ping from PC2 to PC3. Maybe ICMP request is blocked by firewall, so we need to change, or I need to change the firewall policy here, or let's try to ping from PC3 to PC2. As ping is not successful. So I'm going to disable the firewall here. Turn Windows default setting firewall, or turn off, and OK. And let's try the ping from PC2 to PC3. Here you can see it is working as we expect. Again, let's disable the firewall on PC2. And let's try the ping from the PC3 to PC2. Here you can see it's working properly. Again, I'm going to test the ping from PC4 to PC4 to PC2. Disable the firewall here also. Now let's try the ping from PC2 to PC4. It's not pinging. Ping is not successful. Maybe something wrong on PC4. Let's check the IP address. ipconfig. Oh, it's not 33.4, it's 33.3. That's why it's not pinging. So I'm going to test again. 33.3. Here you can see ping is successful. So in this way you can configure the router on a stick on Cisco router.